Welcome students. In today's class we will see about the design of the screw jack. Before starting the actual design, let us first see what are the parts of the screw jack. From the diagram shown on the right hand side, the first and the main part, that is screw on which the load has been lifted. Second part is the nut. Third is the cup. Fourth part is collar, the part between the cup and the screw. Next is the handle to rotate the screw, and lastly it is body. As seen on the screen, the figure on the right hand side gives the 2D view of the power screw, while on the left hand side gives the 3D view of the power screw. Let us have a look at the notations which I will be using while solving the problem. Notations for screw, notations for nut, nut collar, collar, handle and body. Now let us look at the materials which will be used for various parts. For body, the material used will be grey cast iron having the ultimate stress as 200 MPa. The reason being why grey cast iron is chosen for body is cast iron can be given any complex shape without involving major costly operations. It has higher compressive strength than steel. Hence, it is technically and economically best material for the body. Next is screw. The material selected for the screw is plain carbon steel 30C8 with yield stress as 400 MPa. Screw is being subjected to torsion, bending as well as compression. Hence, plain carbon steel can be used. For nut, the material used is phosphor bronze having ultimate stress as 190 MPa. Now, why phosphor bronze is used? Due to relative motion between screw and nut, it results in friction. The friction causes wear. If screw and nut are of same material, surfaces of both materials will be worn out. The shape of the screw make it costly as compared to the nut. Hence, nut should be replaced if all required. Due to this, the nut is made up of softer material, that is phosphor bronze. Next part is handle. Handle is subjected to bending stresses, hence plain carbon steel of 30C8 can be used. And lastly, the cup. The shape and design of the cup are such that it is easier and economical to make it by casting process. Hence, grey cast iron Fg200 with ultimate stress 200 MPa is suitable material for it. Note, if in the question the coefficient of friction is not given, we will use it as 0.15 for screw and 0.17 for collar. Also note, while selecting the value of DC from PSG, we have to take the value 3 to 4 steps higher than what we got from the calculations. Let us now understand the entire design of the screw jack through a problem. The question is, design a screw jack to carry a load of 100 kN and a maximum lift of 0.5 meters. We have seen the various parts of the screw jack such as screw, handle, cup, body, collar and nut collar. Let us start with design of the screw first. For a screw, the material is selected as seen previously. Using factor of safety as 5, I got sigma c allowable is 80 and tau allowable as 40. From the figure, we can see that when the load is kept on this power screw, this screw will be subjected to compression. That is, compressive stresses will be induced in the screw. Hence, I can write W is equal to sigma c into pi by 4 dc square. We have the value of W as 100 into 10 raised to 3, sigma c we found out as 80. From this, on calculating, I will get answer for DC as 39.89 mm. Going to standard design data book PSG 5.71, we get the value of DC as 51 mm. Now, as we have seen the value of DC as 51, the value of DO will become 60 and pitch will become 9 from the same row. Now, this screw along with compression is also being rotated. Because of the rotation, torsion or shear stress will also be induced. So we have the relation Ts is equal to pi by 16 tau d c cube, where Ts is the torque required to overcome the screw friction. Also we know that Ts is equal to W by 2 dm tan of phi plus alpha. To find Ts, we need the values of dm, phi and alpha. We have the relation dm is equal to d minus 0.5 pitch. On solving, I will get 55.5 mm. Tan alpha is given by the relation L divided by pi dm. As it is a single start thread, I will have L is equal to 9. So I will get tan alpha is equal to 9 divided by pi into 55.5, which on solving I will get alpha as 2.95 degrees. Next requirement is phi. As the coefficient of friction is not given, we will assume it as 0.15 because it is a screw friction. On solving that, I will get answer for phi as 8.5 degrees. Substituting all the values in Ts equation, I will get the value of Ts as 563571.4 Newton mm. Substituting this value in equation 1, I will get the value of tau as 21.63 megapascal. While calculating DC, we got the value as 39.89. That means if stress is 80 Newton per mm square, the value of DC will be 39.89 mm. But we have increased our DC to 51 mm. So now we need to find at DC is equal to 51 mm what will be the stress induced in the screw. Hence I will write again the same formula, W is equal to sigma C into pi by 4 DC square. Now here I know the value of DC. So I will substitute the value of DC as 51 mm. On solving this, I will get sigma C induced as 48.95 MPa. As the screw is subjected to compression as well as shear at the same time, we have to find out what is the resultant stress induced in the screw. So according to maximum shear stress theory, we have tau max is equal to half root of sigma C square plus 4 tau square. On solving this, I will get the value of tau max as 32.66, which is less than the allowable limit, that is 40 MPa in shear stress criteria. According to maximum normal stress theory, we have sigma max is equal to half sigma C plus square root of sigma C square plus 4 tau square. On substituting the values, I will get sigma max as 57.13 MPa, which is less than the permissible stress, that is 80 MPa. As our screw is safe in both the criteria, we can say our design for the screw is safe. With this, we have designed one of the part for the screw jack, that is a screw. We will continue with other parts in the next lecture. Thank you.